Good morning, oh, it's not, it's good afternoon, isn't it? Oh, I'm absolutely shattered. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Marlene. How you going? Lovely to see both of you. So, what a day yesterday. Oh, had to go back to bed and have a sleep in this morning. But I'll tell you all about that when we get a few people on. We can have a look at what happened and the puppy update, which he's such a cutie. So I hope you don't mind that I changed the time on it. I had no idea, and I still don't have any idea what I'm going to do. I mean, I've got sort of an idea, but yeah, see how it turns out. So I hope you are well, and it's not too hot out there for you. We're going to get storms again, apparently. So it's hot enough too. It's just real muggy and heavy. Yeah, puppies. Yeah, I got up, Sarah, and I just was shattered. So it was a really big day yesterday because we left here at just before 2:30, and we didn't get home till around 10 o'clock last night. So I had a coffee and then thought I'd just go back to bed. So I just put a notice up to say that I changed it. So it's Thursday night there at 2 p.m. And you're cold? Oh, that's no good, Sarah. You should be here. It's that hot, muggy. But you're in your autumn, is it, or winter? Not sure which one you're in at the moment. So this is the last, it's part 5 of the traditions of Christmas that we're doing. And then next week I'll look for something else to do. I've got to put an order in, but I'm not putting it in until November, which is only like tomorrow. So we'll do that. Then we'll have some new things to show you as well. Oh, what's that into Fahrenheit, Sarah? 60 degrees. It's fall, autumn, yeah, I thought it was. So let's go down to the desk without further ado and we'll see what we can pull out. So let's have a look. How are you going, Marlene? Marlene, with your, I'm just changing cameras. So how are you going with your sprayed ankle? So you'll have to keep off it for a while, won't you, Marlene? Oh, that was the thunder. Ooh. All right, what have I got planned? Not a lot, I can tell you. So I'm going with the real red card, 15. Okay. 15.556 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to put the green on here like, oh, I'm talking to you and it didn't change over. What a dummy. I changed it. Must have flipped back. Okay, here we go. So this is our last one, part 5 of our Christmas, traditional Christmas paper. So I'm going for the real red. My card size is my normal card size. Sitting on your recliner with your leg up. I went to the hospital yesterday and they said there was nothing broken. Well, that's good. Just ice and rest. Yeah, blue and very tender. I bet it is. Oh, well, that's good. That's nothing broken. That's for sure. So I'm going with the old olive on the top, and I'm going to emboss that. Then with the what is it called? Soft sea foam. That's it. Soft sea foam. I'm going to cut a shape out. Now, I don't... Paul Tilker. There's my son. Because he would have thought I did the live this morning. So, and it's not come through on my phone. Usually I can hang up on it on my phone. Oh, it's done it anyway. So, I didn't want to do a circle because it's always a circle. We use these stylish shapes a lot. So, I'm looking at maybe one of these, the nested essentials, or squares. So I actually had in mind it sent me a message. Oh, just a missed call. That's okay. So I was rather thinking, hi Kerry, how you going? Lovely to see you. So I was thinking that maybe we could use one of these. If I can get it up. There we go. And cut it out of here. Might even go to a bigger one. So say like that. Then we can, this beautiful paper, and this is the only one I haven't used so far. So we've got several different colours that we can use here. So you got the red and the pink, blue and the white, and all red. So we can cut one of these out. And I was thinking it could sit into this shape. So we're going to cut one of those out and see where we go from there. Yeah, it's no fun, is it? Spraining your ankle. Now, so this one here fits these bouquets. So that will cut that out. And I'm just wondering whether to do one or two bouquets. We'll go for two and we'll see what we come up with. That's the best, isn't it? So I'm going to try and cut these out so that I get all of them in. Yeah, so yesterday we started off at 2:30 in the morning. No, afternoon, sorry, not morning. Duh. And it was the other side of Toowoomba. So it was a little place called Geeham. Hi Sue, how you going? Lovely to see you. So it was a little place called Geeham. It took for ages, or it seemed to take for ages to get there. So it was half an hour out of Toowoomba, but inland. So we got there and Hudson came out to meet us and he took us to see the pups. When we were driving up the driveway, the mum, because she had 7 pups, she was following the car, chasing the car in the farm sort of thing. And she was going hell for leather, chasing us. Because they are a guardian dog, so they're protective of their owners. So that was fine. We got the puppy, paid him the money, and left. So we just got on to the New England highway to head home, and all of a sudden Paul's pulling into a turning lane, which is handy that it was there. So, and his car was saying there was a fault. So I got out and had a look, and some belts had come off something, and the alternator had fallen off. So we had nothing, we had no power, no nothing. So Paul was stuck what to do. He had no tools with him, because he usually fixes his own car sort of thing. So he had no tools, no nothing. So he said to me, I don't know what to do. So I said, well, look, we had no phone service neither, which made it even worse. So I said, look, see if you can get some phone service. Ring RACQ, because he was supposed to ring them and join this week. So one nice guy from Wagner's Concrete in Toowoomba pulled over, and Paul explained to him what was wrong. And hi Tanya, how you going? Lovely to see you. Thanks for your message this morning. I was so shattered I just went back to bed. So anyway, this guy takes Paul to where there's phone service. which happened to be actually just around the corner and up the road a bit. So he was gone for quite a while. While he was gone, this other gentleman came, and I explained to him that, Paul had gone to try and get some help from the RACQ. And he said, well, I've got a friend. Don't they always have a friend? And I mean, it was me and Bella and the dog, so we wouldn't have stood if anybody had got funny. So he said, do you mind if I have a look? And I said, no, that's fine. The bonnet was up. I said, have a look. So he had a look, and he said to me, he said, oh, the whatever belt it was, and the alternator had fallen off. So I thought, great. I'm just looking for I might do the forest one. It's a 3D one, the fern one. So I might do that one. So he has a look, blah, blah, blah. I told him Paul had gone to try and call the RACQ. He had a friend who had a tandem, no, not called a tandem. He had a tow truck that had 3 in the back seat and 1 in the front seat with him. So he said, I can call him and get a price. So I said, well, call him. I said, because we can't sit here all night. Anyway, so he called his mate. I'll give him Paul's number too to ring him. Nobody stops for you these days. Out of all the traffic, we had about 4 people that actually stopped and asked us if we were okay. And mind you, this is out in the middle of the bush. There's nothing. It's a little bit scary. So so he then went looking for Paul to let him know about the guy with the tilt tray. So I said, I'll ring him and find out how much it is. He said, where'd you have to go? So I told him. And wrong way. Anyway, he rang his mate. And he come back to me and he said, you can take it back to Brisbane, he said, but it'll cost you $1,000. Well, I nearly died with my leg in the hair. Hi, Ross, how you going? Look, no to that. So I nearly died with my leg in the hair. $1,000. Mind you, we were 2.5 hours away from home. So I said, well, I have to see Paul and see what he says. So when Paul came back, he said to me, he said, oh, I've rang the RACQ. He said, and joined it, but they don't have a tilt tray. Tilt tray, only a single cab, not a double cab, which meant they told him, the RACQ told him, that they can take him and the car, but you'd have to leave the dog and your mum and your daughter on the side of the road. How rude's that? This is once they got the money. And he said, well, I can't do that. So he'd ordered it anyway. They were sending it. And I said to him, look, ring this guy that said he'll take us for $1,000. I said, I haven't used my pension except to pay my rent. I said, so just give him a call and organise it. I said, we can't sit in the car all night in the middle of the bush, in the middle of nowhere. So I said, look, just ring him. I just have $1,000. So organise it and then we'll all get home. So that's what we did. So it cost me $1,000 to get me, my granddaughter, my son, the puppy and the car home. So of course a tilt rate doesn't go as fast as what a car would go, right? So we left. They got it on the tilt tray because it had to come from Toowoomba, which was half an hour away. So that came, we all climbed in. They had to push me in to get me up because it was so high. Paul had to help me get in. Yeah, that RACQ is the same sort of thing as your AAA road service. So, yeah, we had to get home. We didn't have a choice. And I said the RACQ was just plainly told Paul that they'd take the car and one of us couldn't take the dog. And only take one person. So anyway, this gentleman turns up. We all pile in. And we got home around 10 o'clock last night. So we'd left at 2:30. Gosh, yeah, the guy said to us, told Paul, if you wanted to wait till the morning, it would only cost us $500. But then we'd be sleeping, all of us sleeping in the car and the dog. The puppy didn't know us, sort of thing, because we just picked him up. And, you couldn't put him out in the middle of the bush because he might run away. And as it is, he is timid. He's in the laundry now. He hasn't barked or made a noise. But he's been out. Paul rang me this morning and said, leave the laundry door open and he'll go out and come back in. So that's what I did. And he went out this morning, did his business and came back in. So I was a bit worried when he went out and I thought, oh no, don't run away, not on my watch. So he's very shy. Like the two female dogs came up because he's got two female puppies as well. They came up to greet us. And he sort of hung back. So he's a little bit shy. And of course, you got these people that it has no idea. And the pups were living in yeah, that's what Paul will have to do too. So RACQ would take us 20 kilometres for free, and then $8 a kilometre after that. So I'm not sure how many kilometres it was from home, but it'd be a hell of a lot. Yeah, Paul fixes things too. And so I've got a bow there. We've got our... I just want to use something different. You know, we always use circles. Yeah, so that's what... RACQ's bit, I don't know whether it's different, but towing, they'll tow you 20 kilometres for nothing. And then after the 20 kilometres, it would have been $8 a kilometre. Well, it took us from about 7:30 to 10 o'clock to get home in a tilt tray. $7 a k. Yeah. But the fact that they were quite happy to leave us on the side of the road and take the car on one person, I mean, what good would that be done? You know, we had to get home. All right, so let's start putting this together. So yeah, so we got home at 10 o'clock. The guy was really nice. Yeah. So, oops, my thing's been tipped up. So, yeah, we got home at 10 o'clock. Of course, then with all the hassle and the stress, I couldn't sleep, could I? So we got Puppy settled. I gave him some food because he actually threw up with the motion of the car, but it was just like milk. So I don't think he'd been weaned off his mother's milk. Yeah, we did. Yeah. So at first he didn't. He just sort of sat in his... Paul had bought a bed for him, so he just sat in his bed. And Bella had the puppy next to her. And by the time we got home, where did I just put that? By the time we got home, he had his chin on Bella's leg. So, and he poor little thing was wet through from throwing up. Oh, that was nice of him. He's in the laundry, and he's been sleeping. It hasn't made a sound. He's not cried. He's not nothing. He's eating, which is good. And as I said before, he went out, did his whatever he had to do, went back in the laundry, and yeah, that's where he's been. Zeus knows something's going on, but so I can use this one. It's one thing I didn't check. But he hadn't got his heels up. You know how cats put their back, arch their back, and growl and carry on. Well, he hasn't done that. Probably because the puppy's about the same size as him, maybe a little bigger. And he keeps he'll check out the laundry door because that's shut on the inside. And might just take a fraction off that. The poor puppy's probably hot in the laundry. I've got the door open so he can come out on the patio. But I think he's very timid, very shy, which is good because in one way, because he won't just go to strangers. Yeah, so poor Bella had, he threw up. Bella rubbed it all over her shorts and everything. So she patted him all the way home. And as I say, by the time we got home, he was cuddled up to Bella and had his chin on her leg. And he has been quite good, actually. As I say, he just goes out, do what he has to, goes back in the laundry. But when we picked him up, they had him in an old shed with the chooks. And so that's all he knew, was going in there for shelter into this like chook pen. So he probably thinks that being in the laundry is the same as being in the chicken pen. So I'll put some Winkestella on these. So to him it probably isn't any different, except he hasn't got his siblings with him and strange people. But I went in a little while ago to check on him, make sure he had food and water. And I was patting him and talking to him. And he rolled over so I could scratch his belly for him. So he obviously feels comfortable enough to do that. So that was good. So I'm thinking of 2, like something like that. And then put Merry Christmas. So on the weekend he's got to have a bath because he's still yucky from throwing up. 1 or 2 bunches, what do you reckon we should put? So one. Oh, we can put another one underneath that. Yeah, it was a big day yesterday for him. I mean, he was taken away from his mum and dad. They bought the marina for looking after the sheep on the farm, because that's what they do. They're an Italian sheepdog. They're a guardian. They look after the sheep. So that's why he bought them. Bunch. He was only a young man of about one bunch. I thought that's what you meant. Red ones. So we'll go like that. Then I want an insert. Have I got any white? So once he settles down and has a bath and looks his best, I'll take some photographs of you. And if I can lift him, because he is quite a big dog for a puppy, and you should see the paws on him. He's going to be a big boy. So I've got that one. So I want a second layer of 3.5, and I usually do a smidgen. I'd take them all if I could. So I want 5.25 and a smidgen. They were so cute, and the little girls were really forward, like they come up and wanted pats, and eventually the mother caught up with us, and now where'd I put my green? Here it is. The mother caught up with us, but he kept sort of shooing her away because he wanted to pick the boy up and bring him out the yard. So you feel sorry for him, you know, when you take that. It's like if somebody took our children away from us. I'm sure they have some sort of a feeling. Out of 7, he had 3 left. So he had the boy, 2.5. So it had one boy left and 2 girls. So that was our exciting day out. I don't want to go through it again. So I read till about midnight because I just couldn't sleep. And I think I was waiting for him to, cry or something, missing his mum. But he didn't. So he's still not made a noise. He's still. I'm going to put this Merry Christmas. I love this Merry Christmas. Beautiful. And I'm going to use real red. So probably when Paul gets home today, he'll might bring him out of the laundry and make a fuss of him, because Paul sits outside anyway, unless it's raining. So yeah, so it seems to be settling really well. What shall I put on here? Thought I heard rain then. It's too big. No, I could cut it off, but I don't think I will. A little bit of greenery here too. I might add that. So I might just put a little flower in the corner there, just to bring it on the inside. You never know, do you? Yeah, well, that's what I said to Paul. I said maybe we need a clock or something. But they bought him a little toy crocodile when they went shopping for him. So, but of course, he'd never seen a toy because he was just in a shed with the chooks. There we go. So he didn't even know what a toy was, and Bella was squeezing it, making a noise, and he just sort of looked at her to say, what are you doing, sort of type of thing. So they weren't used to people neither, because they just took that food down and put it down and left him to it. But I don't think they even did that, come to think of it, because all he threw up was milk. So I think they were still 10 weeks old and still had their mother's milk. Because when we were there, when Mum came up, the two girls that were left were trying to get a drink of milk from her. Yeah. Yeah, he had some, as I say, they bought him a stuffed animal. So I don't think Bella's going to have good weather for her cruise. It's only a couple of day cruise. I think it's something. She wasn't very forthcoming about it. When I asked her, because I said to her, is Mum and Lincoln going? Because it's Lincoln's 19th birthday on the 2nd. And she just sort of shrugged her shoulders. And she told Paul it was her girlfriend and her father. So, of course, Paul started stressing. Because he doesn't know the father, you know. And I said, well, maybe he's got a partner, because I know they're divorced. So maybe he's got a partner and she'll be there. I said, I doubt he'll be in the same room as the kids, because from what I know, I think there's only an upper and a lower. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? We still haven't come up with a name. You'll get squeaky dog toys. Years ago, and I mean years ago, Shane was 15, we came up here on holiday. Paul was working, so he couldn't come. So we came up, we went to SeaWorld, and I bought a seal from SeaWorld. What did I do with those? Dimensionals. So I bought the seal, and it's sort of sitting on my dresser, you know. Anyway, Zeus took a shine to it when he was a little baby. I think we got him about 8 weeks old. So he used to sit on my shoulder and curl up. He's Merino. He's an Italian sheepdog. Marima. I think it's pronounced Marima. So it's all white. Bella got nearly all the prickles off him on the way home. And Paul said to her, where are you putting those prickles? She said, oh, I'm throwing them outside. She was on the other side of me, so I very much doubt that she could reach them through the window, so they probably ended up on the floor somewhere. But she was really great with him because he was very, very scared. And too, if we're going to have storms and thunder this afternoon, he'll probably yes, he is a big one. When he grows up, he will be a big puppy. I did put some photographs too on my business page of him. So Mum and Dad were quite big dogs. So I think, well, I know because of the size of his paws, he will be a big dog. But he's eating and he's drinking, which is all good signs. So shall we put the greenery on or not? Oh, see you, Kerry. Lovely for you to drop in. You go and pick your son up, yeah, from school. So greenery or no greenery? What do you think? Would we have enough green on there? So I was working on a fun fold, but I'll probably test it out over the weekend, and I'll do it next week. Oh yeah, I just didn't have the energy or the brains to do it this morning because I hadn't tried it, and I was going to try. Hi sis, how you going? Lovely to see you. You're in disguise again. And so remember too, this is the last day that you can get $235 worth of products for $60, and you don't have to do anything more about it. All you do is order it. And that's it. You don't have to do classes. You don't have to buy anything else extra. If that's what you want, just the $235 worth of products, that's all you need to do. And that closes tonight. So, and the other one is $169 for $344. And the same goes there. You can join it and you don't have to do anything. You can just get your amount of products and then don't do anything else. So it's a good way. Hi, Lorraine. So, yeah, so that finishes just before midnight tonight. So you don't have to buy other products. You can just get the amount, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. Such a bargain. Oh, that was a bit too much. I didn't want that much on there. So we were just going with the debacle of what happened to us yesterday. When we picked the puppy up and the car breaking down. Go into there. So I want, here to go, glue dots. So yeah, so I'll watch your video, Lorraine, sometime over the weekend. I just went back to bed. I was absolutely shattered after yesterday. And of course I couldn't get to sleep, so I read. So I'm going to put a glue dot under there. So if you get something that won't sit where you want it to, put a glue dot under it. And it will stay. Yeah, so once he's had a bath and he's presentable, I said to Bella, she kept taking photographs of everywhere, all the ride home. She put herself and the puppy and take photographs. And I said to her, I said, send me those photographs that you're taking of the puppy. So she said she would, but she hasn't so far. So, but I'll take a few anyway over the weekend. And he's going to be a big boy. I still haven't got a name for him. Bella and I like Bear because he looks like a little polar bear now. And when he grows up, he's going to look like a big bear. Oh, it's all gone dark and the wind's come up. So, yeah, so whether he gets that or not, it's definitely not a Sarge because he's not a real dominant female, male. So we'll see what happens. It's Paul's dog, so it'll be a family dog. Now we want some gems. And I know I had those rhinestones somewhere. Nope, wrong side. Oh, it's going very dark over there. So, what are we going to do? Well, I hope it doesn't scare of thunder, although being in just a shed in the middle of nowhere, they never went off the property, so we could use the antique pills. This one we got the secret C, so we could use that, or we can use this. So 1, 2, or 3. Which one do you think will be? Yes. Yeah, he got the papers with it too, so he's purebred. And Paul wanted a male. Marla was a female, so he wanted a male this time. And depending on what happens, he might even breed him when he gets older too. So, but yeah, he's definitely a purebred, and you ought to see the size of his paws. It's going to be huge. So number 2. Oh, we could, yeah. But Marla wants to name him. So she wanted, Bolt. She wanted Bolt. But I said, I don't think he's actually a Bolt, because that's a cartoon character in a movie. So I said, I don't think you really want, it's not a name for him. But because he looks like a big cuddly bear at the moment, I think bear would be quite appropriate. Oh, we'll see. So we'll use our secret C and put one up there. One there. Did I pick one up? No, didn't pick it up. So I think bear would be an appropriate name for him. Just looking out there, it's absolutely black. Paul had to go to work this morning. So we'll get it a bit of a... Zeus doesn't like the thunder. He'll hide in my ensuite. I've got to do this over the weekend. They're all empty. No. Sorry, I thought I heard a noise. So Zeus and him will have to meet over the weekend. I'm looking for another Winker Stella. I know I've got one. I saw it the other day. No. Because I keep them usually all together. That's all my blades and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to have to go without the wink until I fix it up. So that's our cut. Whoop, didn't stick. I know I've got a new one somewhere. I don't know whether that's a little bark off him or not. Might have to let him inside the house not just out in the laundry. So there's our little card for today. Yeah, so did I. That's what made me stop and look before. It was just a little sort of bark. He was asleep in the laundry when I started this. So there we go. So, card for today. And where did I put them? So, card yesterday, card today, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. So that's all our cards with traditional Christmas. So I'll put those up on my website shortly, and we'll see how we go. So I'll come back up the top. Thank you, Lorraine. Yes, he probably will, Tanya, that's for sure. He'll want some company. I wouldn't be surprised if Paul's at home early with the storm. So there we go. Thank you all for coming in and joining me, especially seeing as it was supposed to be this morning. Oh, there it goes. Might have to go and shut the laundry door so he doesn't bolt. I don't think he will, but yeah, might have to sit with him. All right, thank you for being with me. I enjoy your comments and you being here with me, and everybody supports each other. Storm. Well, yeah, you could too. Oh, dear me. You heard that? So have a great weekend, everybody. We're in for a bit of a rough one by the look of it. So hot and steamy and storms. So take care, and I'll see you on Monday, hopefully. Bye.